tell you something about these men in the world. Men are the highest in the nursing homes. Let me tell you why. That the moms and the grandmoms and the aunties and the sisters are all being taken care of out here in these streets, and they got people to nourish them and make sure they straight when they get old. And the men is the only ones in the nursing homes is because they deadbeats. They don't take care of their children. They cheat on their women. They cheat on their wives with men. They don't help their family members. As soon as they get money, they get their girlfriend. They take care of their girlfriend. They don't take care of their mom. Their mom house falling apart. Roofs is filled with water and black mold. And they want to be outside flying these streets taking drugs. And guess what? In the end, after they're cheating on everybody, they've been disloyal to their children, but want to be loyal to their homeboy. If you're not loyal to your children, you're not loyal. Y'all will do anything for y'all homeboy, but when y'all get locked up, y'all want to call y'all baby moms and y'all women. But after all that you done did, you gonna get old, and guess what? Your dick gonna stop working. And you're going to need Viagra. And guess what? You're going to be sitting in a nursing home, and you have a nurse taking care of you, and won't nobody call you. Just like when you get locked up in jail, don't nobody call your ass. And they don't answer no motherfucking phone calls, and they don't put no money on your commissary because bitches is tired of y'all. And y'all kids can't stand y'all.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, that video is about irresponsible men. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? I hope you're having a good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. So today's video is on irresponsible men and men dying alone in care homes and hospice and all that. Men being left alone, they die alone when they are aged. They die alone in their deathbed. Nobody's there, nobody's beside them. People abandon them in hospice homes, in care homes and all that. Nobody's coming to check in on them. Wives are not there, relatives are not there, friends are not there, kids are not there because they were irresponsible while they were growing up. This is for men out there to learn, for young boys to learn. Right now, you might think, oh, going out there and hurting ladies, or in the name of being a playboy, or in the name of being young and playing games, or dating multiple women, forgetting that those people have emotions. Those are human beings that you're dealing with, serving people breakfast, having a lot of heartbreaks, from like dishing out heartbreaks to different women. You forget that people don't forget how you make them feel. That's the truth. People don't forget how you make them feel. They might forget everything, but they don't forget how you make them feel. So if you feel like you have the upper hand in the relationship, or you feel like you're looking at them good, you have the money, and then that's like a ticket for you to go out there and treat people badly, treat women badly, you have to stop, because there's something called karma. It's good that no one can tell the future. No one knows the future. In my country, there's an adage that goes this way: the future is pregnant. H-E-G-M-A. The future is pregnant. You really cannot tell what the future would give birth to, because you're not in control of the future. You don't know what the future holds. You should learn to treat people better. Learn to be responsible. If you know you're not going to be responsible for a child, why then do you impregnate a woman? Why are you then having sex? With my point. Let's hear what other speakers have to say.
She doubled down. The men dying alone lady. Take a listen.
You know who I know who is dying alone? Men, because I work in that field. None of you work in that field, and then y'all want to be like, y'all are gonna die alone. That's why I be laughing. That's why when women get in their feelings, I'm like, do not worry your pretty little head. I don't please watch my videos. When have you heard me trip about a man? I don't trip about men. I work in this field long enough to know what goes down in the motherfucking end. And the fact that most of y'all won't get that shit, I love that for y'all. I love that for all of y'all, because just as much shit that y'all talk today is as much shit as those men talked in their days. And when I sat right next to them, sometimes even taking their last little breath, they regretted everything they did in this life. But that's what they did, and they gonna have to live with that. And I love that for y'all.
So she really stands by this. And what befuddles me, she's saying that as these men are taking their last breath, they regret everything they've done in their life. What is happening here? Are these men giving confessions? Is she a priest? Even a priest shows compassion, and they've heard awful, awful confessions. I doubt highly that anyone is confessing to this woman. How does she know? You work in a senior care facility. How do you know that these were bad men? Are you getting some kind of roster on them? Is this a prison and you know the crimes they've committed, if any at all? What upsets me is the way she sounds so gleeful in regard to them taking their final breaths. I find this to be disgraceful behavior. You should not be coming on social media and talking about men like that. You're getting paid to do a job. You should not be coming up here gloating online about men taking their final breaths and how much you enjoy it and saying things like, I love that for y'all. This comes across very, very cruel and callous. This is a terrible, terrible narrative that I'm seeing more and more of on social media, with women just loving this. Her videos are by far the worst, and I truly feel sad for anyone that has their loved ones in that care facility with this woman. Well,
I had a reason for playing the video to the end because I wanted you and I to hear what the other lady has had to say. The lady that spoke about working in the care home, the hospice home, and watching men die, and she mentioned that most of them are in regret of what they did when they were younger and all that. I totally agree with this person with what she said. The other speaker is speaking out of ignorance because she has no idea of what happens there. She needs to go there and act and work there to understand that when you work with the elderly, they always tell stories. They always talk about things they've done in the past. If you work in a care home, if you worked in a care home, if you worked in a psych home, if you've worked in hospice, they are always talking about things that happened in their life because they don't have anything to talk about but what happened in their life. They always tell stories and all that. So I believe what the other lady said, the nurse said, or the person that works in the hospice said, because like I said, I'm saying this based off of experience. The lady that spoke against her coming online to talk about it sounds like she has no experience in that field, you get. And I get what she meant when she said it's cruel and callous for her to come online and talk about it in that manner. It came off as she being a bit insensitive. Not even a bit, she being insensitive. I get it. She should have passed a message across in a different way, but I feel like she sounded that way because of what a lot of men do to women. So to her it's like, oh, we are winning regardless. Don't pay mind to what you're saying. At the end of the day, women are the ones winning. And I think that might be the mindset she had, and that was the reason why she sounded the way she sounded. But I'm not here saying that people working in such units should come out and gloat the way this woman did. I get the point she's passing across, and that's the focus of this video. Men dying alone, irresponsible men dying alone, being left alone by family members and all that. So I'm not going to leave the focus of this video and focus on what the other speaker was talking about. She being callous and clear with what she said. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's hear what the other speaker has to say.
Let me tell you something. The reason why I be telling y'all not to trip about these men and whatnot is because I work in the healthcare field. I've been in the healthcare field since I was 18 years old. They're dying alone. They're dying alone. The women that's in these places, their daughters are coming and bringing them to the nail shops, getting their hair done, coming to see them their daughters are coming to see them every 2 weeks. You better ask somebody. I am the one who is right there when some of these men are taking their last breath. I have cleaned so many dead bodies, and guess what? Nobody showed up for them. Not their kids, not their wives, not their grandkids. Nobody came for them because why? They were not good men while they were alive. They're gonna continue dying alone. That's why I tell y'all don't trip. I'm physically seeing it on a daily basis, watching them all go by themselves. And this is their grandpas that they're talking about. These are the men that they're talking about. This is their grandpas that's dying alone. And it's going to be them. That's just the reality of shit. That's why I don't be worried about these men talking, because baby, I watch y'all every day. Go by yourselves with nobody on your side.
There you go.
And that's pretty much why you'll never see me get on here and disparage all black men, because I believe time is the great equalizer. And for all of those men that are treating people badly, their time will come. The ones that get their shit together and figure out how to have healthy relationships, good for them. But the rest of them, time will tell.
Okay, the other videos I've played, they all came from women talking. I have a tweet coming from a man and a lady also talking about this. This man, I think from his tweet, he has experienced working with men in care homes and hospices and all that, and he has experienced men dying alone. But before I get right into that, let me say this: learn to treat people rightly, learn to treat people the right way. What goes around comes around. Like I said, you don't know what the future holds. Do you get? When you treat people badly, people will run away from you. That's the truth. People will run away from you. And if you think like, okay, you have your youthful days to hurt people, and then maybe when you get older you change, it's not gonna work. You get? It's not gonna work, because the people you met while you were younger, and your kids, your wives, and all those people you treated badly, they wouldn't be there for you. So think about your life when you get older, because when you get older you become weaker and you need people to be there for you. And I think when you do something, always think about the future. If your plan is to live longer on this planet, don't think about just the now. Think about the future. What's the repercussion in the future? Think about that. Let's hear what this other speaker has to say.
This tweet is so real and it is so raw, and I want to talk about it because this tweet literally explains the circumstances that a lot of these men today are going to eventually experience. What a lot of these men don't know is following men like Andrew Tate and other men on this app who big themselves on being misogynistic, womanizers, playboys. They get all the girls, manipulators, and men who big themselves on being these little playboys. They don't realize that they're leading an entire mass generation of men who are going to die alone. I cannot count how many men that I know who are like 30 or 40 or older who are still talking about their regrets over their ex-wife or that one girl because they had a huge awakening that they're going to die alone. That lifestyle they led when they were younger, trying to follow after these men who were misogynistic, how even those men themselves died alone, and how they're next in line. Man leading a lifestyle, being promiscuous, trying to big himself up on having a lot of women, being a playboy. What he don't actually realize is he's doing nothing but self-sabotaging, because in the end, when it's all said and done, that only hurts him. He's the only person that gets hurt, because while these women, they grow, they understand, what a good man is and a bad man is, and these women eventually get themselves into good relationships. That man who was there playing them and trying to be promiscuous and leading this awful lifestyle towards women, he is the only person that ends up alone and dying by himself miserably. And this is why I hate when you have people who enable these young men who are like 18, 19, 20, 21 by saying things like, he's young, that's what they do, they play women, but when he gets older, he's going to realize and he's going to change. But right now, you can't expect that. By pushing this narrative, you're also pushing that men are born into misogyny, and no man is born into misogyny. He is taught misogyny. So if he's 15 treating women like crap, he deserves discipline. He deserves consequences, because no 15-year-old boy should know to do these things. No 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old boy should be going around playing different women, treating them all horribly. This is not normal behavior. And when we're enabling them by saying things like, oh, he's just young, you're saying that it's normal, and it's not normal. A man is taught misogyny. So if he's 15 treating women horribly, it's because somebody around him said that was okay. So when we are enabling these player lifestyles amongst men, we're just leading them to die alone, full of regrets.
Okay guys, this is all I have for you guys in this video. If you're a guy watching this video, a man watching this, I think this should be a wake-up call for you. You should consider retracting your step if you're already in this path, because of course, obviously this path leads to destruction. Just see your fellow human being as you. Treat people, okay, I think I'll be wrong to say treat people how you would love to be treated, because some people don't like themselves. Just treat people rightly. Be nice to people. Be responsible. Do not go around breaking people's hearts and hurting people. Stop all them playboy game, because it does not pay. This is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye.